Okay, thank you so much for joining me. My name's Emily. This is Barre with the Seattle Gym, and let's go ahead and get started. I always start my Barre class the exact same way with our knee lifts. So bring your feet directly underneath your hips, roll your shoulders back and down, tuck your belly up and in. Give me a knee, knee, knee. Good. So every single one of my classes, whether it's Barre or yoga sculpt or just plain old yoga, is always different. However, I do some things the same way every time. A lot of it's just for the repetition and the ritualization. One of the things that we're most missing now as we've evolved through humanity is repetition and ritual. So I like starting my Barre class with this ritual, not only because it's a great way to warm up the body, but also because it's kind of like that settling in, that oh yeah moment. I'm ready to do Barre. I'm ready to give it my all in repetitive, constant, continuous motion where we focus on form over fastness. 4 like this, 3. After 1, we add on, here it is. Our hands and our elbows are stacked directly above and below each other. Our tailbone still pointed to the ground. So we maintain this leg movement as we continue to add on motion with our arms and our upper body. Keep going. Good. Good morning, Carrie. Here you go. Up and up. Nice. So as the blood starts to warm, first thing in the morning, this is also one of the reasons I like to do this warm up, because it's a slow, continuous build. What we call it in fitness is getting you to a steady state heart rate. That's a space where your heart is elevated enough to maintain your exercise, but not so high that you can't catch your breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come up. So you have your elbows slightly wide of your body, and you make strong fists. I call this carrying your dry cleaning in the rain. You want your dry cleaning far enough off the ground so that it doesn't trail, but you don't want to hold it too close together because then it will totally topple out of your hands. Good. Now start to squeeze your wrists, warming them up for our later plank poses. Anytime we pull our limbs further away from our core, it's going to make it a little bit more intense for our core. Give me a few more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands raised, straight up. Rotate those thumbs and fingers gently around, kind of like you're plugging in a light bulb above you. Tilt the elbows to face the front and roll the shoulders back down and away from the ears. Point the toes directly down to the ground. Make sure that rib cage isn't flaring. Good. You probably feel like your shoulders are pulling towards your ears. Use the muscles in the middle of your back to slide them down your spine. We add on our next transition. It's pulling our elbows straight back near our hips, making a strong fist when we pull down. Go for it in 3, 2, 1, now. So elbows pull straight back down behind the body. Hands make a little triangle above the head before they pull right back down behind you. Good. So I am in Denver and I've been running a lot, but still I feel myself getting breathless at this altitude. So if I sound breathless, I definitely am a little bit breathless. Just shows we're working out together. Good. So maintaining our foundations of those legs. Our next transition is to open our hands wide. That's in 4, 3, 2. Now wide and forward and backward. So we turn towards that knee, really warming up our side body and our belly. We're looking from side to side, following the motion of our arms. You just saw that I lost the form of my legs. I started to flare that toe forward, but we want the 90-degree angle. After this, we have one more transition. We're going to pull our elbows down right to the middle of our thighs. In 5, good, 3, here it is. Now make it tighter. Elbow to middle of thighs, hands right up over the top. Squeeze your elbows to your hips and ribs. Reach high, pull deep and low. There you go. Exhale and exhale. Getting as close as you can, rib toward the opposite hip, drawing that X shape in front of the body. Hopefully you're feeling warm. Maybe you're a little bit sweaty. We'll step it wide and shake it off. And 4, 3, 2. Now step it wide, cross one hand in front and in back. What I mean is one hand over the other in front and in back, and switching which hand leads each time. So roll the shoulders back down and away from the ears. Pull the belly button in to the spine. Even when you push your hips gently forward at the top to release tension in those hip flexors. In front and back for 3, 2. Now make it bigger, up, down, lift, lower. So wide, now it's at the top. Open that chest up, nice. Squeeze the cobwebs out of your upper back. Open your heart up for your day. Here's 4, 3, 2. Place your hands on your thighs, standing cat and cow. Good. So working that spine in a way that we haven't yet. Extension and flexion without the rotation. And 3. We'll start stepping foot to foot. Here it is. Stay low. Heel to heel, heel to heel. So step tapping one to the other. Working those arms forward and backward. Good. Stay with this right here, just moving side to side. And then we'll start taking this basic foundation, mixing it up. We have a little bit of cardio warm-up in our bar class every week. Good. Here's 4. You're gonna land in the center and you're gonna tap side to side. The center point here, tap in, out, in, out. So stay low. Good. Going slower. Feet both face probably straight forward, in line with the center of the knees. Good. So you're welcome to stay like this, or we're gonna hop in the middle and then tap in. Here it is, down, up, in, out, down, up. Use those arms. Up, in, out, hop. Good. Up, down, out, up, down, in, out. Stay with this, driving those arms back behind. Up, down, in, out, up, down, in, out. We have 4, 3. So you're welcome to stay like this or do full hop taps. Looks like this, in, out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral side leans. Nice. That got me going. So knee right over the toe. Hand to the side to start. When you feel good, reach. So keep your head above your bum if you're feeling a little bit dizzy. Otherwise, you can start lowering it down. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna reach and lift. Reach and lift. So one hand goes behind, lifts. The other hand goes in front, reaches. Exhale. Nice. After this, we're gonna choose just one side to stay with. 4, 3, 2. Choose just one side, reach, bow and arrow. So slice the hand that reached back past your shoulder. Lay your chest over your thigh. Good. Reach, pull. Reach, pull. 4 like this. And the leg is gonna lift as the arm that we're shooting with. It's extend. Extend. You straighten the leg and then bend the knee to reach past the toe. There you go. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach, tap it in, hand up and back. up, and back. So same idea, tapping that foot in. One arm goes to the sky, one arm goes back behind. Good, tap and back. Now, the final layer of this would be to skip and out, skip and up. So do whatever you need with your hands to get that skip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides, reach, bow and arrow. Yes, nice. So we just moved to the opposite bow and arrow, skipping the rest of the stuff. Good. This is our final portion of our cardio today. Pull down, pull down. Almost there like this. Do you remember the next transition? It's a foot lift. 3, 2. Now the foot will raise. Good. Down. Bow and arrow with that foot lift. Pull back, tap down, knee bends. There it is. Arm right behind. We stay here for a while. If your standing leg knee is bothering you, bend it gently. Here's 3, 2. Now we'll slide the foot into the other one and the hands go forward and backward. Whoa, did that wrong. There it is. Good. So it's a tap and a lift. The same knee sliding in as the arm that reaches to the sky. There you go. Good. Next level is higher knee, right up. Bending it tightly, turning on the glutes. Next level is that skip, straight leg, skip, up, in. There it is. Skip or not, it's up to you. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the start, step, tap, step, tap. There it is. Now kind of pull out of it. Cross arms, 1 foot. There you go. So stretching that chest, squeezing that back. 1 foot crosses, shoulders squeeze, almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I call this cool guy at the wedding. March your way like a cool guy dancing at a wedding. You know the weird uncle? That guy. Grab your weights. Good. So we have a long weight set. It should be about medium to small weights. In bar class, the lighter weights, the better. So heels under the hips, elbows bend, palms face up. We're going to do a full range bicep with a knee lift. So this whole time, we'll be moving our knees and our arms together until we focus on just one movement, landing our feet and going really fast. So it's palms in and in. Good. Getting a feel for your weights is the other important part here. Toe down, knee up. Try not to use that super deep grip on the weights. Keep your hands kind of light around them. Weightlifting is so good for the wrists, whether you're using a can or a couple of full water bottles, a couple of wine bottles, vodka, I don't care. Hold onto it with the thumb around one side for now. This kind of weightlifting, that's good. When you have a very heavy barbell, of course, you want the fingers and thumbs wrapped on the same side. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. You'll land your feet, palms turn in, one arm at a time, no movement in the torso. Rock those biceps, rock the biceps, rock the biceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows bend like robot arms. We send one toe out, in, toe out. So we're just reaching one toe to the side as we raise those arms up. Palms face the ground, elbows in line with the shoulders, as if you're resting both on a shelf. Good. Up, down, up, down, up, and lift. Almost there. Squeeze. When your elbows come down, pull up and in your armpits, kind of like you're making a bowl out of that armpit space. That will engage the intercostals, lats, and serratus. Last two like this. Last one like this. Land those feet, flutter those elbows up high. They flutter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands to the heart. One foot will kick, foot go back, center. Good. So hands a little bit closer to the body than I'm demonstrating. My mic is just pretty far out in front of my lips. We're switching which leg goes back. And remember to keep the rib cage and the pubic bone in line with each other. Step back, step back. Now, I want you to remember this motion. For some of us, overhead tricep extensions are really difficult to find because of shoulders, neck muscles, maybe injuries of the past. So you can continue to do the same motion forward of the body. But if you want to come with me now, keep your hands up, lower, lift those triceps, land your feet no matter what you do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands out to the sides, knees forward, bicep curls, maybe the knee lifts, or maybe the toe taps. Whatever you've got for your balance today. So hands curling right to the shoulders, elbows also in line with the shoulders, toes point down to the ground, back of neck is long, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Good, almost there. We're working our way back down. After this, we come to our chair and our legs. Stay with me, it's only a 45-minute class. We got to use every second we got. Good. Last one. Hands come out, halfway curl in and out, halfway pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make a doorway in front of your chest. Open it, send the legs out, close. So you could toe tap again, but if you want to start working that balance, the legs point all the way out to the side. Hands wide in front of chest, wide in front of chest. Neck is long, belly is strong, shoulder blades close to the spine, and toe points out in a long line. Open, close, open. There you go. Trying not to let the hips sway vertically. So keeping both sides of the hips horizontal to the ground. We have, this is 3, 2, and 1. Now land both feet, arms pulse up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands all the way down by your sides. You can remember to use just one arm instead of two. Final thing, bring the hands behind your glutes. Send them up on the diagonal, 1 foot back, up, foot back, up, back, up. So still, that toe will go to the ground. I think this is the hardest movement yet, and it's our last one. Stay with it. Working all the muscles up the spine and the glutes with that toe tap. We have 4, 3, yes, back, 2, and 1. Land your feet, hands come halfway up, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Roll the shoulders back. Ooh, grab your chair. Now, your guys' chair might be light, like mine. I have good carpet here to hold the chair down. But if you don't, place your chair against a wall. You could also use like the island in your kitchen or a bookshelf for your support. One of the biggest functions of the chair is just to remind us to keep our head and our tailbone in a straight long line. So you don't even need to use it too much. So let's get off those arms and into those legs, toes together, belly strong, chest lift, heel, heel, heel. So we're raising the heels up and we're squeezing them together the whole time. Our chest stays wide, our shoulders stay back. We're tucking our belly button, not just back, but thinking about almost moving it up into our diaphragm, underneath our ribs. Our glutes squeeze, our heels lift and lower, big long lines. Now every time your heels lift, squeeze your bum for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top, just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes. Now feel how when you squeeze them, it gently moves your tailbone in. If you're having lower back pain, squeeze less and squeeze your inner thighs more. 4, 3, 2. Now hold that squeeze, pulse your feet really high. Hopefully you're feeling the line of work in your body move slowly up to your glutes. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels stay high. You might need to step a smidge back. Tuck your bum, lower 4, 3, 2. Come to the bottom and hold. Tuck your tailbone in, lift your chest up, squeeze your thighs. Now raise. 4, 3, 2. Do it again. Lower 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift 4, 3, 2. Do it again. Lower 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift 4, 3, 2. Final like this. Slow, 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 slow. Come up, up, up. 2 counts. Down, down, up, and up. Keep going like this. Good. So the sensation is tucking the tailbone in and strengthening the abs before you ever go down. Keeping all of that strong as you come up. Very nice, almost there. Here's 4, and lift. Here's 3, and lift. Here's 2, and lift. Here's 1, and lift. Now let's go to the bottom, tuck our belly in, open your knees gently, any discomfort in the knees, and make them less open. Open, close, open, close. Staying low at the bottom. Bum is just a bit higher than those knees. And bar, it's not about how low you can go, it's about how controlled you can stay while you're that low. So open, close, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the knee closed, pulse the bum up and down, up and down. My legs are shaking. That's a good sign. Shaking shows you're doing it right. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, chest wider, and stand, pony it out. Yes, very nice. First round of core and quad work done. So now, tip forward. Everyone's chair is a different size. Mine is quite high. So I'm gonna use my elbows because we want to be working against gravity, but we don't want discomfort in the back or the arch of the back. So pull the abs in, step back a smidge so that heels are underneath the ankles. Send the right leg up, lower it down, left and lower. So both hips face the ground equally. Shoulders roll back and away from the ear. Toe points long behind you. Belly button and rib cage. Tuck in. So toe, lower, toe, lower. Hold the belly button into the spine. Squeeze the glutes nice and tight. Bend the knee just gently of the one on the ground. Mostly it's so that you can stay lightly dynamic. Toe squeezes, roll the shoulders back. Have a nice proud chest. 5, 4, after 1, we're gonna land our right leg up or hold it up if that's the one that is up. And here it is, tuck your abs in, lift your leg an inch higher, higher, lift and lift. So toe points back behind, shoulders away from the ears. Try not to let your knee externally or internally rotate. You're just keeping the knee straight to the ground, bending your standing knee gently for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now slide your knee to your knee, kick the foot back. Knee to knee, foot goes back. So now we're getting even more activation through the hamstrings and the glutes. You'll notice it's not a fast motion. The sensation is kind of like that toe is being dragged behind you. Knee to knee, toe back, knee to knee, toe back, in and squeeze, in and squeeze. Here's 5, 4, 3. Rotate those hips. I just looked, I noticed my lower back was starting to curve. I gotta tuck in my lower belly again. Come all the way up and out. Circle your foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your heel as close to your bum as you can. Pull your belly in. Pulse, 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 pulse. The knee up and down. Lie up and down. Squeezing glute tight for 10, 9, 8, 7. There we go. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step that foot forward. Step the other leg backward. Lunge and lift. Remember which leg was in the air. It was probably the right leg. But if it wasn't, you're going to need to know that. Good. So knee down, chest up. Both hips face the front. Back heel is up, front heel is down. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Now stay at the bottom, find little pulses. Knee up and down, knee up and down. There it is. We have 6. Good. Hold it. Bring your right fist into your left hand. Push them against each other to engage your chest. Twist right, center, twist. So it's like your left hand is pushing against your right fist and you're resisting that motion, working the core, knowing where you're gonna look, helps with the balance. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come back to that chair, front heel lifts, pulse 10, legs, oh yeah. Front heel is up, almost there. 5, back legs working. And 1, step all the way up, pony it out. Nice. So pony here for a minute. We got the whole thing to do on the other side, working right through our leg work. Elbows down, abs strong, shoulders back, heels underneath the toes, lift one leg, lower. The goal here is to move the back as little as possible. So very little motion from side to side, shoulders back away from the ear, toe points, way back behind you, reaching it long, tucking abs in, tucking tailbone in, light bend in the standing leg, exhale and exhale. Good, rib cage in, here you go, point and reach, almost there. Notice how the foot is padding lightly onto the ground. You might even try to step like toe ball heel versus heel ball toe, just changing it up. Now land with your left foot in the air, pull your belly in, pulse the long lever of the leg up. So here we're really working that pelvis orientation, the glute, the chest orientation. Hands gently wound around each other. Knee points, tailbone tucks, shoulders peel back. Almost there. Here's 4, 3, 2. Now we slice the knee in and out. Resist the urge to bring the knee too close to the chest. You just want to bring knee to knee there and even squeeze them gently together as long as it doesn't hurt the knee to engage those adductor muscles along the inner thigh. Bring it in, press in, good. What's happening to your spine? Imagine looping together the obliques and the muscles on front of your ribs, so that your ribs stay held in place to protect your back. Last 4 like this. That toe is getting pulled on the rope. Resist the pull. 1. Now, kick it in, send it out, tuck your abs, circle. So when I do bar class, I'm consistently pulling my tailbone in and my pelvis in all the time. That's right. Go the other way. It's a constant reminder, constant check-in. Try not to swivel the hips with your leg. 2, 1. Final part here. Heel to the bottom, the tailbone tucks. Push your thigh up, up in repetition. Keeping heel as close to the bum as you can. Rolling shoulders as far back as you can. Using muscles of glutes and hamstrings all the while. 6, 5, 4. Almost there. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. And 1. Step that foot near the chair, step the other leg back, hands on the sides of the chair, lunge and lift. So right now, check in with those ACEs bones, bringing both hip bones to face front, exactly. Good, lower, lift, down and up. How are you doing, Shirley? You're doing well? We're almost done with the legs part. Good. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and now go to the bottom, pulse it out. First set of these. If the knees are irritating you, turn your knees gently outward. Almost there. 5. Good. Now hold at the bottom. Make a left fist, a right open palm. Squeeze and twist. So it's a sensation of resistance. When we don't have heavy weights to work with, we can use our own body as resistance. Squeeze. There you go. Push. Almost there. Exhale and exhale. Press hand against fist, fist against hand for 5, 4, 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. Come through center. Hands on that chair. Raise the front foot up. Lower down. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Front heel is up. And stand up to the chair and pony it out. Nice job. Okay, so we're done with our chair work. You can move it aside. And now we need to come to the ground for our side lying work. So stand to the back of your mat. Inhale, raise the arms up. I warned you about planks. Pull your belly in, walk your hands forward. Now find your plank pose, roll your shoulder blades back. In bar, we typically have our bum up a bit. All I want though is your chest wide. Now, pull your abs in. Every time you exhale, pull your belly in tight. Exhale, exhale. Belly, belly, squeeze, and squeeze. So all 10 fingers wide on the ground. We're just pulsing the muscles of our belly towards our spine. We're trying not to move anything else in the body, up or down. It's just a deep core activation, kind of a digestive cleanse. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees down, drop your elbows down, keep your hands apart like the number 11. Send those legs back again, hip swivels, side to side. Good, getting rotation out of the spine. I do this move in almost every bar class because it's so good for our spine, our hips, and our back. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Final set, final 1. Now swivel all the way onto one side. I don't mind which. Lay down on the ground with your head on your arm. Take your other arm up to the sky. Make sure your body is a straight, long line. Now with your arm in the sky, don't wiggle your belly when you lift and lower that top leg. So it takes a lot of control here to not move the rest of the body. So it can be slow, especially slower than me. Good. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now raise that leg all the way up, pulse, up and down, pulse, pulse, press, press, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the kicker, foot in front of the other foot, back up to where it was, behind and up. So no wiggle in the chest, no wiggle in the belly, no wiggle in the hips. Foot goes high, back behind, high, behind. Good. Trying not to rock that torso. Almost there. Back, up, front. Good. We have 4 and back. It's like a triangle. Did I already say that? I think I probably already said that. Good. Very nice. And 1. Good. Now bend both knees. Roll over onto your back. You can go whichever way kind of makes sense to you right now. Good. Now from your back here, interlace your hands behind your head. We're going to do a really slow sit-up. So elbows stay wide. Exhale, tuck your chin, look towards your thighs. Inhale, reach for your thighs. Exhale, pull your chest up 1 inch higher. Inhale, reach over your knees. Exhale, hands behind the head. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, tuck the chin, look towards your thighs. Inhale, reach for your thighs. Exhale, pull 1 inch tighter. Inhale, hands over the knees. Exhale, hands behind the head. Inhale, lower down. 2 more like that. Exhale, crunch, look to your thighs. Reach and grab them. Pull your torso 1 inch higher. Reach over your knees. Go behind your head and down. Final round. Crunch, look towards your thighs. Reach and grab them. Bend your elbows, go higher. Reach over your knees, stay this high. Hands come behind your head, lower all the way down. 10 crunches, single knee to the same side, eye, knee to eye. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll on over to your other side in whatever way makes sense to you. So whole side series on the other side. Make sure your toes, hips, ribs, and forehead are in line. Take your arm up to the sky, lift, and lower that top leg. So the first couple rounds might be less big. They might be a little bit slower and smoother until you get the feeling of the balance required. Hand right above you, fingers spread wide, and shoulder tucks in towards the spine. Good. Lift, lower. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, almost there. Now raise that leg all the way up and pulse it out here, up and down 1 inch, up and down 1 inch. Deep pulse through inner and outer thigh, toes point. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now foot goes forward, up, back, and up. So you might barely even be bringing your foot forward and backward of the other leg until you start to reconnect with your deepest core muscles. We're working the muscles closest to our bones and our spine here in order to achieve this knot movement. Good. Up, back, up, down, up, back, up, down. Here's 5. Good. Here's 4. So close. 3. Shoulders relaxed. 2. Up, down, 1, up, down, and bring those legs together. Bring your hands in front. 1 more time. Roll onto your back. Now take your hands underneath your glutes. Raise your legs up to the sky. So I have a thumb underneath the bony parts of my back. Now lower 4, 3, 2, no shoulders, open, close, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, lift 4, 3, 2. Now decide, was that a little bit too easy? Bring your hands out from your glutes, lower 4. Only go as low as your shoulders. Don't clench. Open, close for 4. Good. Now raise up for 4. Now, did that cause too much tension in the shoulders or was it too easy? Then raise your body up, lower 4, 3, 2, 1. Open, close, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise 4, 3, 2. We go faster. Down, open, close twice. Bring it up. Do it again. Lower, open, close twice. Bring it up. 2 more times. Lower, open. 4 total. Feet together. Bring it up. Final round. Lower, open, close. Now bring it all the way up. Hands behind the head. Twist, twist. 1 leg down, 1 leg up. 10, 9, 8. Our thumbs are supporting our neck. Our fingers are supporting the base of our skull. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend your knees. Keep your toes together. Circle your knees in oppositional circles. Letting the lower back relax. Beautiful. And now go the other way. Circling around. Lower back relaxes. Now set your feet down, plant your hands, slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Interlace your hands underneath your glutes, squeeze your shoulder blades together, press the hands down, thumb up. This is very yoga of us. So if you want, close your eyes and take a few ujjayi breaths, breathing smooth in and out the nose. More. Separate your hands, slowly roll down. Figure 4, take 1 ankle over the thigh, wrap your hands around the thigh, pulling knees towards your body and keeping feet flexed to support the knees. Good, squeeze it nice and tight, get into that side glute. Elbows gently bend. And then let's switch. Ankle over the thigh, reach through the thigh, grab it, press your elbow into your knee, flex your feet, widen your lower back, relax your chest. Tighter. 3. Now, bring both knees into your chest, tuck your chin, rock and roll up into whatever comfortable seat is best for you. Good. Take 1 hand across the chest, roll the shoulder into its socket, lift and lower that bicep from the chin to the chest, squeeze out tension in the side of the arm, and then raise all the way up. Slide your hands behind your head, lift your chin, and look away from the arm that's behind your body. You can hold on to your elbow here. Inhale, lift your arms, scoop them around, switch the arm, roll the shoulder into its socket, lift and lower bicep from ear to chest. One more round. And then raise that arm all the way up behind your head. Lift your chin up, shoulders down, and look away from the arm behind you, helping to track some of the muscles of the neck, as well as the obvious tricep. Come back through center. We take 3 breaths, where it is a bow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Give yourself a bow. Namaste. In your Barre Works class. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon. I'm Emily, and this was Barre Works with the Seattle Gym. Thank you so much.